Okay, so I'm continuing with the top 8 factors that prevent people from resolving the debilitating symptoms, even though they've tried many different programs or they work with top professionals. And so, based on my experience, I've found eight of them that are most common. And today I'm going to talk about this third one. So, the first one I mentioned was getting the wrong answer. You can watch part 1 for that. And then the second one was insisting, and you can watch part 2 for that about insisting. This one is, the third one is not working in order of priority. So what does that mean, not working in order of priority? So me personally, I work holistically, or actually truly holistically, and not to get confused with, some people do integrative, or they integrate different modalities, and they call it holistic, but that's not holistic. Well, holistic and integrative are 2 separate things. Some people who work holistic add some integrative stuff, but if there are many people who do integrative, but and they call it holistic, it's not really holistic. So, but when I do holistic, so I look at many different areas of the person and their lives, and then from there I determine what's the order of priority. But here, for our case, I'm going to give you a simple, one simple way of order of priority. So let's talk about on the physical level. So let's say someone comes in with, I've seen this in several cases where people came in, they said that they have like either fibromyalgia, or they have chronic fatigue syndrome, or they say they have some kind of liver issue or stomach issue. So basically all this time they're working on, let's talk about, or another one is adrenal fatigue. So let's say they're working on adrenal fatigue and they're trying to resolve adrenal fatigue, and they've been doing it for a long time, and adrenal fatigue, and it's not working for them. And the reason for that is because they have other things in their health, on their physical level, that they need to address first. And from what I discovered with them is that they have something they have to resolve with their heart. So in traditional Chinese medicine, heart is number 1. So if you have any other health issues, you must first resolve the heart. If you don't resolve the heart issue, everything else will not, whatever else you're working on will not really work. You may see some improvements for a little while, and then it'll come back again. A lot of the symptoms that you may be having actually is coming from the heart, and not from whatever other thing that you think you have, or that you have, right? Because if you remember, sometimes, when I talked about in part 1, getting the wrong answer, so a lot of people are getting the wrong, having something that they don't really have. They think they have it, but it's something else. So for example, so if someone comes in and let's say this person had adrenal fatigue, but the first thing that they needed to do was first resolve the heart issue. So that's the order of priority. So first work on the heart. It can also be sometimes simultaneously, but the priority is the heart. So if you're not working in an order of priority, you actually are going nowhere. And that's why you're probably suffering for a very long time, because you're missing out. I've even tested it out where I went with people to other top professionals and to see how they do their protocols and everything. And the person had a heart issue, but were not able to detect it because they were using, let's say, machines, and machines don't really detect something that's subclinical. And when it's subclinical, it's a little bit tougher to detect, and only some people know how to do it. If you know how to check and you know the signs, then it's easy to detect. So and guess what? They found everything else was wrong with this person. Several different people I did it with, but they could not figure out about the heart part. And then I had people come to me, the same thing. They went to the doctor, everything was cleared, and they couldn't know what was going on. And basically it was the heart. So there are very simple ways of detecting if something is going on with the heart or the cardiovascular system. And if you don't address that first in traditional Chinese medicine, what they say that is a priority, otherwise you won't experience improvements. And I've seen this time and time again when people had a heart issue and had other issues, and people they were working with did not detect it, and as a result, they were not getting results. And that's, again, in order of priority. So when you're going to a professional, you want to see, are they working in order of priority? Now, another way of looking in order of priority is, like I said before, I work holistically. I see this with parents with their children. So they want their children to get better, but the thing is that what's impeding or preventing the child from getting better is actually the parents. And there's two things that prevent the child from getting, the parents are preventing their children from getting better. One is that they are actually in the way. You know, when the professional says, "Oh, this is what the kid needs to do," they're actually saying, "Oh, you know," they feel bad for the child, and then they get in the way of what needs to be done. And then they say, "Oh, you know, maybe next time, or not this time, or you know, it's okay, you can have this food." That's one. But the one that's even more important than the one I just mentioned is parents need to live by example. So a lot of parents, they themselves are suffering from some kind of health condition, and that is preventing them, or their lifestyle that they have is very is not in support of their children healing. So what they will need to do is change their lifestyle so it's in support of their child's healing. So if for example, they're saying no sugar, let's give that an example, then the parents should not eat sugar also. So if the parents are drinking, you know, sugary drinks, or, you know, but they're saying to the child, but you cannot have it, you know, if the children are changing their diets, the parents need to change the diets too, because children are very strongly influenced by their parents. And this is also energetically. So we're not even talking about, like, you know, information-wise and emotional-wise, but energetically. So you want your child to be in a supportive environment, an environment where energetically is supporting. So I have two teachers specifically that I've studied with that specifically say that, you know, parents are the ones that prevent their children. It's like pretty much a number one thing that prevents children from getting better. So if you are a parent and you have a child that is not getting better, then it's probably something that you need to address yourself. And then once you address that, you'll see that the child will get better. And many times without even any intervention from the child itself, meaning that the child doesn't have to do too much work to get to improve, because children can improve very, very fast. So again, to end this off, number 3 of the 8 factors that prevent people from recovering is not working in order of priority. Okay, if you want to know more about me, just go to thrive2infinity.com. If you'd like to work with me, just send an email to contact us at thrive2infinity.com, and I have a program where what I do is I speed up the recovery time, so you speed up your healing. Basically, your healing time becomes shorter and shorter. Okay, until next time, I'll talk to you soon.